Hi, my name is Dr. Charles Williams, and if you're like millions of Americans who suffer from age-related vision decline, and you're tired of relying on contacts, prescription lenses, and want a foolproof way to restore your fading vision, then you need to watch this presentation, because in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you a tree of life herb that can reverse failing eyesight in as little as 7 days. An herb so powerful and divinely designed, many people believe this is the exact tree of life referenced in the Holy Bible, the Torah, and nearly every major religion in the world. But even if you're not the religious type, and I bet this tree of life herb will make you shout hallelujah as it undoes decades of aging, illness, and wear and tear on your vision. Seriously, in all of my 22 years of practicing medicine, I've never once come across anything quite like this. Something that naturally restores your vision on a cellular level, giving you practically brand new eyes that see with clarity that you never thought would be possible. Now, this remedy goes far beyond vitamin A, A-Reds, and all the other stuff that you've probably tried by now. And as you'll see in a moment, this tree of life herb helped my legally blind patient recover her eyesight naturally. And it all started when I was approached by a new patient, a 66-year-old woman that we'll call Susan. Susan was a special case because not only did she suffer from the typical age-related vision issues, suddenly and inexplicably, the vision in her left eye began deteriorating rapidly, to the point where she could barely see her hand in front of her face. Now, her original doctors couldn't tell her what was going on and blamed it on her age and lifestyle. They told her to make all these major changes to her diet, take these medicines, wear special contacts, glasses, and on and on. But even with all that, her vision never returned. It made my heart hurt to watch her clouded gray eye twitch and wander about as she spoke to me. I could tell she was at her wit's end, just as you probably are right now. If you're feeling frustrated by your vision loss, this video could be the one thing to end your suffering for good. And what happened next kickstarted my journey to uncovering the most impressive natural health remedy known to mankind. Because I discovered a simple tree of life herb that would completely restore declining vision in 7 days and help thousands of others worldwide, including Susan, who told me I was her last hope. She just wanted to see her granddaughter grow up. It was so hard just to say no to Susan at that point. I didn't want Susan to suffer anymore, or any of my other patients for that matter. And because more and more of them were coming to me with vision problems earlier and earlier in life, I realized that I had to do something to stop this. Glasses, contacts, surgery, there just had to be a better way. A natural way that gets to the root cause of vision loss. As I began my search for the truth, I found discoveries so shocking that it challenged everything I had learned in all of my 22 years in professional medicine. And I was flabbergasted that no one in my medical community even knew about this. This tree of life herb reversed cataracts, glaucoma, and even helped the blind see again. I'll show you the shocking truth why biologically you should have new eyes every 7 days. But because of this one thing, they can't self-renew, and it's causing your vision to decline fast. And this is how I discovered the truth about age-related vision loss and why glasses, contacts, and surgery are just band-aid fixes. They don't actually fix your eyesight at all, and actually can even make it worse. I'm so passionate about this tree of life remedy that I'm willing to say this is hands down the smartest, safest, and fastest way to heal your vision naturally and protect it for years to come. So if you want to never worry about your eyesight again, or want to restore declining vision before you go blind, then stick with me, because my incredible story will show you the truth about vision loss and how to stop it naturally. You see, most doctors are trained to tell patients that vision loss is normal with age. But what I found proves that that simply isn't the case. In fact, I have proof that the eye industry has known the truth for decades, but purposefully buried the information to protect their profits, racking up billions in the process. Understanding this truth makes lenses and surgery obsolete and reveals the possibility of a natural solution for vision loss at any age. Now, let me tell you why your vision shouldn't be getting worse, even as you age. Believe it or not, your eyes are very smart. Your eyes are connected directly to your brain via something called the optic nerve. You see, the optic nerve is an advanced network of cells, neurons, and veins that help your brain process the images that your eyes capture. It uses billions of tiny little nerves and cells to make this happen, and they work around the clock to stay healthy and function at optimal performance. In fact, your eyes are constantly rebuilding themselves through a process called DNA replication. DNA replication is a process by which each cell in your eye is replicated or copied to replace old cells that have died or malfunctioned. This process goes on non-stop in your eyes, 24/7, and every 7 days or so, your body actually creates a brand new set of eyes. Now, I know what you're thinking, because as I began to learn about the amazing power of your eyes to heal themselves, the same questions began to haunt me. If I have new eyes every 7 days, then why shouldn't my vision be getting better and not worse? Now, I dug deeper into the most common culprits behind vision loss, according to the medical community: smoking, diabetes, and high blood pressure. According to the research, each of these 3 factors can contribute to vision loss by damaging blood vessels in the retina. As damage to blood vessels in the retina accumulates, vision begins to decline, leading to vision problems and, in some cases, a loss of eyesight. Now, at first this made sense, but as I reviewed the facts, I began to get the suspicious feeling that there was something more subtle at work here. Now, if the cells in your eyes are constantly repairing themselves, I thought, then why wouldn't your body be able to heal these damaged blood vessels even if you are a smoker, a diabetic, or struggle with a high blood pressure? I kept scouring through page after page of research in order to find an answer, until I finally stumbled upon a medical editorial written by a group of Europe's top specialists on vision and the optic nerve. This breakthrough study revealed the sneaky root cause of vision loss that's evaded or been hidden from the public for decades. An invisible force that takes root in your eye, yet carries enough destructive power to destroy your eyes faster than the DNA replication can heal them. And it all comes down to 3 little letters: CPE, chronic pro-inflammatory environment. CPE is a big scientific term experts use to describe the real reason behind your fading vision. Now, if it all sounds confusing, just think of it like this. Imagine a pristine, crystal clear river that gets contaminated with toxic waste. This toxic waste creates a hazardous and potentially deadly environment for every living thing in and around that river. The fish swimming up and down the river, the trees and plant life growing from the soil, and even animals and humans who drink from the river to sustain themselves all become sick from it and possibly die. And the same thing happens to your vision when CPE takes root. Inflammation damages the cells in your eyes, filling them with toxic free radicals. These free radicals cause further damage, triggering a vicious environment that destroys the cells in your eyes, attacks your optic nerve, and the biggest problem is CPE damages the DNA of your eyes, making it impossible for them to self-heal. This might sound like a lot of science, but I promise it's actually pretty easy to understand. Because if your eyes rebuild themselves with damaged DNA, your perfect 20/20 vision starts to get blurrier and blurrier until you can't even see the hand in front of your face. So how do you stop CPE from damaging your eyes? Well, I found the answer, and it wasn't in any medical journal. It wasn't in any scientific text, and it wasn't on the back of any pharmaceutical label. In fact, only 2 studies released in the past 5 years mentioned anything about CPE. But that made complete sense, because the fat cats of the billion-dollar eye industry purposely buried this information in order to hide the truth and maintain their profits. But one thing was clear: if there ever was an answer to stopping CPE, I'd have to be the one to find it on my own. And this is what started a year-long search, trying all the conventional ways to stop CPE, a mixture of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory vitamins, but nothing was working. So I went deeper into my search. I reviewed the latest scientific articles, dug up old research from nearly a century ago. I even joined doctors' forums and engaged in numerous discussions. But believe it or not, it was in a long Reddit-like thread where I uncovered a clue that would change everything. My search for a natural way to fight CPE led me to the discovery of Chinese monks. And yes, I know it sounds really weird, but wait till you see what I uncovered from this. In this thread, our Chinese doctor talked about a group of monks who revered a tree they called the Tree of Life. Because this God-given plant had these miraculous healing powers, from high blood pressure to even memory retention, there were tons of other Chinese people talking about it too, in this same thread, and they are all saying how they live by this Tree of Life. Maybe this is the same plant that could be the key to helping Susan restore her vision. Well, there would only be one way to find out. I went back to my studies and learned more about this mysterious Tree of Life plant to see if it had any properties that could stop CPE and heal vision. Now, what I discovered really shocked me. You see, this Tree of Life plant is considered to be a living fossil. Some historians say that it is over 200 million years old. And according to scientists, this Tree of Life survived the last ice age, which annihilated 86% of all living things on Earth. It was the first living thing besides cockroaches to thrive in Japan after the atomic bombs. And this same Tree of Life has been worshipped in Eastern nations for thousands of years. It's even spoken about in the Bible. Revelation 22, verse 1 and 2. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the middle of its street and on either side of the river was the Tree of Life, which bore 12 fruits, each tree yielding its fruit every month. The leaves of the tree were of the healing of the nations. Now, could this truly be the Tree of Life spoken about in the Bible? Now, of course, only God can know if that's true or not. But what is undeniably true is the fact that this mysterious Tree of Life plant actually does amazing things for your eye health. Because according to dozens of scientific studies, this Tree of Life plant has the power to restore vision naturally, including this breakthrough study from Yale in 2020, where researchers discovered that this Tree of Life herb reversed vision loss in glaucoma patients. When the glaucoma patients supplemented the Tree of Life herb, they performed a set of visual index tests to monitor any changes in their eyesight. To the researchers' astonishment, the patients' visual indices were statistically improved across the board, leading them to the conclusion that this Tree of Life herb could prevent and actually slow down retinal cell death and preserve eyesight. Now, if only one study proved the Tree of Life was real, then maybe I would have discredited it. But then there was this study from the Journal of Natural Eye Health that revealed something really incredible. Not only did the Tree of Life herb help glaucoma patients significantly reduce their vision losses, but after 10 years of supplementation, some patients saw a complete reversal of their glaucoma symptoms. Plus, another study conducted by the Journal of Optic Herbs shed some light on how this Tree of Life is achieving these miracles for people's eyesight. This study suggests that the Tree of Life could be effective in fighting the oxidative stress related to aging by slowing down or interrupting the release of superoxide free radicals that attack your DNA. And you know how bad CPE is for your eyes, and this study proves that it can fight the inflammation and oxidation that causes CPE. It was also shown that this plant protects your brain. Now, along with the nerves and neurotransmitters that are connected to the eyes to help you see, this is very important because remember, your brain and eyes are connected. So anything that helps your brain could also help boost your eye health. I was feeling really excited once I started finding evidence that this Tree of Life plant could possibly work to restore vision loss. But that wasn't even my greatest discovery. In my research, I found a remarkable study in the Journal of Medicinal Food. Scientists gave 322 patients with glaucoma a combination of the Tree of Life herb and a second powerful vision restoring plant, which I'll reveal both in a minute. Together, these two natural ingredients not only improve vision for every single participant, but stop the release and production of pro-inflammatory compounds, suggesting that together these two ingredients could stop CPE in its tracks, protecting your DNA and allowing your eyes to heal themselves as they were designed. This was super important because it made me realize that when it came to fixing vision loss, maybe one plant wasn't the answer. Maybe the key was to use a combination of vision restoring plants all at once to make the perfect combination of antioxidant fighting power that could stop vision loss in its tracks. So I kept digging in search of more natural vision boosters that might synergize with this Tree of Life plant for maximum eye restoring power. And as a result, I went on to discover a total of 12 ingredients to fight vision loss. All of them are science-backed and proven to work on their own. but how they work together had never before been tested. I was the only person who had this unique set of nutrients that I believed were the key to boosting vision. The only thing left to do was to try this combination out to see if it truly worked for myself. You can bet that Susan was the first person I asked, and once I shared the evidence with her, she didn't hesitate at all to give it a try. But along the way, we ran into a few roadblocks before we ever saw success. The biggest problem was sourcing high-quality ingredients. Now, the Tree of Life herb came all the way from China. And believe me, if you've ever ordered something off of Wish or anything like that, you know how difficult it can be to get the right quality of stuff from China. For months, I received nothing but botched batches of the Tree of Life herb, and we spent thousands testing the nutrients over and over again. So I finally flew out to China myself to meet a distributor firsthand, and I saw his farm and his facility, and I made sure that he was operating at the highest levels of quality control like we do here in America. Even still, once he received our ingredients, I had them third-party tested here in the USA to ensure that they were up to code. Now, it took a lot to get these ingredients the right way that we wanted them, but once we had them truly vetted, we were ready for action. Susan took the Tree of Life formulation every day for 3 months. Boy, was I a nervous wreck to share this with her. Sure, I had gone further than any doctor I know to help a patient, but to tell you the truth, I sort of got obsessed with it. Every day, I threw myself into testing, working directly with the labs to see the results. I just wanted Susan to be able to see again, to help other people who were losing their eyesight with age. Now, when I offered the formulation to her, I came ready with a folder full of scientific reports, studies, and things to back up what I was prepared to say. But Susan simply hugged me. "Thank you. You don't know what it means to me that you try," she said with a soft cry. Now that made me feel like $1,000,000, and I still, in the pit of my stomach, I was worried that this wouldn't work at all. So I just prayed that everything would be okay. Now in the first few days, she didn't notice anything. I called her every day to make sure she was feeling all right, and she assured me that she was fine. But she hadn't really noticed anything different yet. Now, one day I called her and she says she was so dog tired that she couldn't get out of bed. Now, horrified, I worried that the formulation was having ill side effects. "Stop taking the formula now," I said to her in a panic. And you can imagine my surprise when Susan responded with a chuckle. "Well, I didn't tell you that I was up on my feet for 7 hours working on my garden," she said. "The strangest bout of energy hit me early in the morning. Man, I felt good though, and finally got around to repotting my plants. But now, I'm beat and ready to spend the day relaxing. I'll call you tomorrow." So the next day we talked and she said she really felt good. She hadn't noticed any difference in her vision yet. I told her, be prepared to wait months before we saw any improvement, because although I was certain of the science, I wasn't sure if Susan would be able to recover with it. On day 7, I asked her to come into my office for a visual field test to see any early changes in her vision. This is a very similar test used in the studies that I referenced in the video, as this method was the most effective way to measure visual improvement. Susan walked into the office in great spirits. She was still wearing her glasses, but her left eye wandered around much less. Maybe there had been some improvement after all. We sat her down for her test, and when the results came back, we were all shocked. In her left eye, her visual field indices improved by 3%. Now, 3% might sound like a small number, but that's actually huge in terms of vision. Plus, the fact that this improvement occurred only a week into treatment was insane. We kept testing her over the next 90 days, and things kept getting better and better. And after a while, she realized that details were becoming easier to see. She felt like for the first time, her condition was actually getting better. She noticed that she could spend more time on her phone without feeling eye fatigue. She talked about her eyes matching again because she could see well enough to focus out of her left eye again. Her improvement in those first 90 days was truly remarkable. And by 6 months later, Susan was so confident in her vision again that she took her first drive in years and had absolutely no issues. It was like watching a miracle unfolding right before your very eyes. How was it that I was able to find these 12 nutrients and they work so well together? Even though I'm a well-respected doctor, there have been dozens of dedicated eye doctors before me who certainly must have tried to do something similar. Or maybe it truly was an act of God that we were experiencing this miracle. Either way, Susan and I knew we couldn't keep our vision restoring solution to ourselves. We had to tell the whole world about it, and here are the 12 nutrients that can help restore your vision. Number 1, the Tree of Life, also known as ginkgo biloba. I've already shared the amazing studies supporting ginkgo biloba as a powerful vision booster. Studies show that ginkgo biloba could be used to fight macular degeneration in aging adults due to its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. It's called the Tree of Life for its many health benefits. And as you already know, dozens of studies preach its efficacy in supporting stronger vision. This is why ginkgo biloba is the first and most powerful ingredient in our solution. But ginkgo is just the start. Next, we included a nutrient that has decades of research supporting its ability to fight vision loss. Number 2 is bilberry. The second ingredient is bilberry, which was used by World War II pilots to strengthen their night vision. Clinical studies show that the powerful antioxidants in bilberry can reduce eye fatigue and improve sight in as little as 8 weeks, may help reduce oxidative stress and DNA damage in lens tissue. This is why we use 480 milligrams of bilberry per serving. That's more than what most supplements offer. Ginkgo biloba and bilberry form a powerful vision restoring duo, but we didn't stop there. Next, we added number 3, saffron. Saffron fights CPE with super-powered antioxidants, reversing degeneration in the eye. Saffron is an expensive spice that has recently been discovered to carry powerful fighting power against AMD. It's because of its super-powered antioxidants, which fight free radicals that cause aging and degeneration in the eye. The next ingredients are the most researched and scientifically backed nutrients for restoring even the most damaged vision. Ingredient number 4, it's 10-AREDS-2. AREDS-2 ingredients are super important, as you may already know. Most doctors recommend AREDS-2 supplements to support vision. AREDS stands for Age-Related Eye Disease Studies, a study of over 2,000 men and women aged 50 plus. Now, in these studies, researchers have found a specific set of nutrients that have been proven effective in preventing age-related vision decline. The dosages for vitamin C, A, E, along with the zinc and the copper inside, are all based on recommendations from the landmark Age-Related Eye Disease Study. You also need lutein and zeaxanthin, which are the only 2 antioxidants found naturally in your eyes. In fact, your body produces them specifically to fight off CPE in your optic nerve and retina, which is very, very important because this CPE is what causes vision problems like glaucoma and AMD. Lutein and zeaxanthin also protect your eyes from blue light radiation by acting as a filter between a screen and your retina, which can help curb any chronic nerve damage. The problem is, as you get older, your body simply doesn't produce enough lutein or zeaxanthin to support healthy eyes. So it's vital that you increase your dietary intake of these 2 antioxidants. Because according to a major study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, which involved 5 ophthalmology centers in the US and included 356 case patients, when the test subjects supplemented their diets with additional lutein and zeaxanthin, these 2 antioxidants were most strongly associated with reduced risk for AMD. These results are further supported by another randomized, double-masked, and placebo-controlled trial, and that was published in the journal Ophthalmology, which found that among patients with early AMD, supplementation with lutein and zeaxanthin improved macular pigment, which played a causative role in boosting visual function and might prevent the progression for AMD. And this is why we include 20 milligrams of lutein and 10 milligrams of zeaxanthin in this mixture. Ginkgo, bilberry, and saffron, plus AREDS ingredients, vitamin A, C, and E, minerals, copper, and zinc, and eye specialist antioxidants, lutein, and zeaxanthin, all included at clinically relevant doses. By now, you're probably beginning to realize the vision resurrecting power that's available to you with these ingredients. But it only gets better from here. Number 11, turmeric. Now, turmeric extract is one of the most popular anti-inflammatory spices known to man. When you're trying to stop CPE caused by excess inflammation, you want something powerful like turmeric extract. Turmeric has a compound called curcumin that has been shown to support healthier vision and fight glaucoma. In a recent study performed at the University College of London and Imperial College of London, researchers discovered that curcumin acted as a neuroprotectant in the eyes and brain, and also helped in preventing retinal ganglion cell loss in the initial stages of glaucoma onset. This means turmeric might be able to stop or slow the onset of glaucoma. This is why we include 350 milligrams of turmeric extract in each single serving. Now, the final ingredient was the key to unlocking the full vision restoring power of each ingredient. And finally, the 12th ingredient is black pepper extract, also known as bioperine black pepper. This extract increases the bioavailability of all of these vision-boosting ingredients. That means it helps the nutrients get into your bloodstream faster and start working more quickly. With black pepper extract, you can experience the benefits even sooner. And this is why we include 20 milligrams of black pepper extract per serving. These 12 ingredients are proven to help support healthy vision and to be beneficial for many people suffering from AMD and glaucoma. Not only that, these ingredients are so powerful they can start working in as little as 7 days to heal your eyesight from CPE. Okay, so by now I know what you're probably thinking. This research may be incredible, but I've tried taking many of these ingredients in the past and haven't gotten any major improvements to my vision. So what gives? After discovering all of these supposed vision-supporting ingredients, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, you've got some really impressive evidence that proves these ingredients can help with vision. And yet, I've had plenty of patients who have taken vision supplements or taken other supplements that had ginkgo or bilberry extract, yet they didn't see any improvements to their vision. So how could this be? Well, as I started looking more closely at the most popular vision support supplements on the market, and after reviewing all the top vision supplements, something disturbing became very obvious to me. Absolutely none of these companies were willing to include all 12 eye-healing ingredients. And even if they did put them on their label, there wasn't nearly enough in the formula to make any impact on their vision. And I realized that if I was going to help people like Susan, who were desperate to heal their declining vision, who had tried everything else and were at the end of their rope, I had to do something myself. And even though I had zero experience in making a supplement, I was determined to figure it out and do whatever it took to get my vision restored solution to people who needed it the most. And what happened next was nothing short of divine intervention. I searched around for a company who could bring my vision-saving supplement to light. I found a company who had everything that I was looking for. They believe in providing people with the best whole ingredients from natural sources. They operate right here in the USA in a GMP certified and FDA approved facility. They value their customers and always put them first. They know that better vision comes from better nutrition. They provide a filler-free solution for my proprietary blend, something that makes our supplement 10 times more valuable and healthier than anything out there. And they follow a triple-step quality control process on all ingredients, meaning they're triple checked to make sure my ingredients are legit. This amazing company is named iGenics. They are a passionate group of hardworking scientists who believe in the healing power of God's green earth, who believe in bringing the best of science and nature to create powerfully healing supplements. Now, when I met the team, I knew that God had sent me to the right people for this mission, and we got to work right away developing our formula on a larger scale. With all the work we need to do in product development, manufacturing, marketing, and handling all the legalities, it took us nearly 2 years to get up and running. But when we finally finished, we knew that we had created the most powerful vision support supplement available in the world, and we call it iGenics. iGenics is the first and only supplement to target the real root cause of vision loss, CPE, using all 12 super nutrients to help give you new eyes in just 7 days. Now, unlike conventional methods such as eyeglasses and LASIK, iGenics doesn't just help your vision temporarily, it fights vision loss at the source by eliminating CPE and purifying this toxic eye environment. It stops the vicious cycle of oxidative damage and inflammation. It also protects sensitive tissue like your optic nerve, retina, and even your DNA, so that your eyes can start to rebuild themselves as God planned. iGenics is revolutionizing how we protect our vision. Now, since our launch, we've helped over 22,500 people worldwide experience the benefits of iGenics. People who were once hopeless in their fight to save their declining vision, but now feel empowered and confident in their sight again, thanks to iGenics. Folks like Sarah V. from Connecticut, who wrote to us, "I just love it. It makes me feel good every day, and I love knowing that it's improving my vision. My eyes aren't as tired at the end of the day, and I can see details more clearly. I swear by it to all of my friends and family." Or how about Andrew M. from Washington, who messaged us, "Incredible. I've been tailoring for 33 years, and my job depends on how well I can see. I used to wear 2 pairs of reading glasses at a time just so I could get my seams straight. I've tried other supplements and drops before, but I could never tell if they were working. But iGenics is really different. Taking it every day, I can tell something is working. It helps me feel focused, I feel like I can see better and go longer before my eyes start to get tired. Now I don't feel like I'm losing my edge. I am so glad I found this. And Yosi B from Buenos Aires, Argentina, who said to us, "It feels like my eyes are awake. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't strain to see, my eyes aren't as fatigued. I really am shocked at how well this works for me." And finally, with iGenics, people everywhere are reclaiming their health and gaining more confidence in their vision, knowing that iGenics is protecting them from vision-damaging CPE and stopping the root cause of the vision loss in its tracks. Now, you don't have to fear losing your perfect 20/20 vision as you age, nor do you have to worry about your vision getting any worse. Instead, with iGenics, you can heal and protect your eyesight for many, many years to come. So at this point, I know you're wondering, how soon will I start to see results from iGenics? Well, each bottle of iGenics comes with 60 easy-to-swallow capsules. All you need to do is take 2 capsules per day and take iGenics for at least 30 days, and that's it. If you're like many of our customers, you'll start noticing little things fairly quickly. You might find that it takes less time for your vision to adjust in the dark, or that you don't have to strain quite so hard to read text messages on your phone. Some people experience these benefits in as soon as 7 days. And as you continue to use iGenics every single day, these effects that you're experiencing will only continue to improve. And here's why. The ingredients inside iGenics start helping on day 1. And the special blend of vision-boosting nutrients start fighting CPE and purifying your toxic eye environment, allowing your eyes to renew themselves just as God designed them to, while protecting your retina, optic nerve, and even your DNA from further damage. But the longer you take iGenics, the more powerful it becomes. Virtually every study on the vision-supporting ingredients found inside iGenics agrees. The longer you use these ingredients, the more your vision will improve. This is true for ginkgo biloba, bilberry, lutein, zeaxanthin, and pretty much every other ingredient, which is why it's best to think of iGenics as part of your daily routine, something you take every single morning and night to see faster results, just like you would a multivitamin. But you should also know that this video is the only place that you can get iGenics. So don't bother looking for us on Amazon or Target, because we're not affiliated with any billion-dollar corporation or mass produce distribution centers where it's easy to turn a blind eye on quality. We're a homegrown family who wants to help others find a natural way to see better. People like you who are ready to make a change. Now, we know that the majority of people who make it this far quit and go back to what they know, even though they've seen the remarkable evidence, heard the success stories, and know that there's literally nothing like iGenics on the market. They fear that it's too good to be true. So out of fear of being disappointed or wasting their time, they turn away and miss out on God's blessings. But for those of you who really see the miracle in this message, you know that you should never pass up an opportunity like this. You can tell that iGenics is the real deal, and something this good won't be around for long. And that's because of these reasons. The first is, iGenics is in high demand. Number 2, the 12 natural ingredients in iGenics are very difficult to source. Thirdly, every batch of iGenics goes through a rigorous production process. And finally, most importantly, the eye industry threatens to shut us down. Now, these 4 reasons make it impossible to ensure that iGenics will continue to be available to the public tomorrow, let alone 6 months from now, which is probably why most iGenics customers stock up on our 6-month supply, so they never have to worry about out of stocks. But right now, I'm going to show you how you can try iGenics for 6 months, 100% risk-free, and here's how it works. Right now, if we still have any bottles of iGenics left in stock, you'll see a button below, place your order. Then once you get your bottles in a few short days from now, start your daily routine of taking your 2 capsules every morning and see how you feel. You should start to see the vision restoring effects of iGenics within 30 days. But remember, the longer you supply your body with the 12 vision restoring super nutrients in iGenics, the more powerful they become at stopping CPE, repairing damage to your DNA, and helping restore your vision. But if for any reason your eyesight hasn't improved within 180 days, or if you change your mind about iGenics for any reason whatsoever, just call or email iGenics US-based customer service team and you'll receive a full refund immediately. No questions, no hassles. Plus, you don't even need to return your bottles of iGenics. They're yours to keep as our way of saying thank you for trying our product out. All this means there is no downside here at all. It's a 100% risk-free investment in your vision and your health. You simply order iGenics today and you have a full 180 days, 6 months, to see if iGenics is right for you. iGenics makes it easier than ever to heal your vision naturally. I bet you give anything to see better, am I right? But thanks to the team at iGenics, you don't have to. Normally, a single bottle of iGenics retails for $149, which might sound like a lot of money for a supplement, but when you consider the fact that you're probably paying over $300 per year on vision care products already, iGenics is the only product on the market that contains this exact proprietary blend of vision restoring super nutrients. We have 0 fillers. iGenics stops vision loss at the source by eliminating CPE, unlike Band-Aid fixes like LASIK and lenses. Now, I'm sure you'd agree that $149 for iGenics is really a fair deal. Yet, despite all of that, I'm going to make it even easier for you to experience the vision restoring power of iGenics today. My personal mission is to help people improve their health so that they can enjoy the best quality of life possible. And the fine folks at iGenics couldn't agree more, which is why on this website only, they've agreed to share their friends and family pricing with a limited number of people. And why, if you order right now, you can get your very own bottle of iGenics for a one-time investment of just $59. And that's still just the beginning. You already know that the longer you take iGenics, the better it works. And you're aware that we frequently run out of stock due to high demand. That's why iGenics has created a special multi-bottle package where you can get 6 bottles of iGenics for just $29 per bottle. That's a total savings of $720. Plus, when you order 6 bottles of iGenics right now, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order. And that's another $9.99 in savings. This special discount is only being offered to the first 50 customers through this website. So if you want to get iGenics and save big, you need to act fast. Take advantage of our friends and family pricing by ordering iGenics below and secure yours while there are still bottles in stock. This special pricing is only available to the first 50 customers while supplies last. After you choose your package, you'll be taken to our 256-bit encrypted checkout page, which is the same encryption used by Google, Apple, and Amazon to protect their customers. You'll simply enter your information and complete your order. Once your order is submitted, our team will immediately begin working on it fast. So in just 4 to 5 business days, you'll have your package of iGenics delivered right to your front door. It's that easy. Now remember, iGenics is the world's first and only product of its kind to feature all 12 vision restoring ingredients at clinically relevant dosages. Just look at how iGenics stacks up to other brands, from the dosage amounts to the combination of quality ingredients. See how iGenics smashes the competition? We have 0 fillers. Our ingredients are highly absorbable, and we have the highest amounts of nutrients packed into our product. There's no comparison at all to us. We strive to be the best, and there's a reason why we've already helped 22,436 people and counting restore their confidence in their vision with iGenics. Don't forget, iGenics is made in a GMP certified and FDA approved facility right here in the good old United States. Plus, every single batch of iGenics is reviewed by an independent third-party laboratory and then given a certificate of analysis verifying that the ingredients inside the product match the label. All of this means that iGenics is a brand whose safety and quality you can completely trust. because vision support supplements should be rigorously researched, carefully formulated, and contain powerful, proven ingredients at clinically relevant dosages. iGenics is all three. When you look at the facts, this is one of the smallest yet most vital investments you will ever make in your entire life. A single bottle of iGenics could begin to immediately help enhance your eye health and vision quality. 3 bottles could do the same while further boosting your cellular regeneration. And with 6 bottles of iGenics, you could be enjoying giving yourself total vision support for a full 6 months. So go ahead and choose your package of iGenics right now and secure yours while there are still bottles in stock. It's ultimately your choice. You now know the truth about vision loss, that it's not just because of aging. You've learned that your eyes would be able to self-heal if it weren't for CPE, and how CPE pollutes the eye environment and causes damage to your DNA and therefore your vision. You've discovered that glasses, laser surgeries, and contacts are basically band-aid fixes that can't correct the real problem with your vision loss. And while healing your vision throughout better nutrition is ultimately the key to protecting your eyesight, I've shown you all the evidence supporting my 12 vision boosting ingredients and why they work at eliminating CPE and restoring vision. These are studies that come from some of the most prestigious names in medicine, like Yale, Johns Hopkins, and the University of London. Plus, wasn't it incredible to discover that God may have hinted at these ingredients in the Holy Bible? I'm sure you'd agree that all of this seems pretty divine, right? So go ahead and make the decision that you know you need to make. Don't ignore everything that you just learned out of fear that it's too good to be true. Step in faith and claim this blessing that God has waiting for you. Now, this is the end of the video, so you know what you need to do right now. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless.